Hi, it's Stephen here from the Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 15 of the October Daily Draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Ghost Tarot, followed by the Halloween Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so today we will go there. And our card today is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands. So we're taking authority, our inner power, in the sense that Queen of Wands takes hold of a vision, of a sense of purpose, and nurtures it, develops it, and has that warmth and generosity of spirit to others, but is willing to take the decisions and to stick to her guns when necessary, and will not suffer falls gladly. The same could be said for some of the other queens, but this is the Queen of Wands. So she sat on her throne, she's sitting in her seat of authority, of her own power, and she will use that power, but not in a tyrannical or controlling way, but she will assert herself. She has confidence in herself, and I think that is what maybe the message is today. Is we need to have confidence in ourselves and what we are doing. Maybe we've lost that at some point. Maybe it's waned, weakened, and we need to nurture that vision within us, that purpose, that sense of confidence in who we are and what we're doing, and sit in that authority of purpose that we have for being here and for doing what we're doing, and not to be dissuaded or put off by circumstances, by people, to be the queen. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or whatever, or however you identify. The energy of the Queen of Wands applies to all, and we could all be a Queen of Wands. This is what the Queen of Wands is coming here today to tell us, that we can all be, take some of that energy, to do it in a way that loves ourselves, that is warm, that is generous, that is open, that can take a leadership role where necessary. I must admit, I sometimes struggle with trying to define the difference between the Queen and the King. If this was the Queen or the King of Wands, and how the difference would be. Sometimes I still get those blurred even after all this time, and I think that there's no clear cut difference in the set. There's no really down the middle. Others are going to disagree with that as soon as I've said that, but my personal view is yes, there is a difference, but what I'm saying, it's not like a great black and white. There's a transition from the Queen to the King, so it's not a sharp difference. There's like a development of energy from the Queen to the King. That's what I believe anyway. Where the King is perhaps more decisive, more considered with the plans and the leading aspect and taking charge of the external circumstance. I think maybe for me the Queen of Wands here is the Queen is about taking control of the inner qualities. The King is a bit more practically minded, more of the external things. The Queen is more internal, not just for herself, but for those around her, of dealing with the issues that are not physical, practical things, but more of the spiritual, emotional, the visionary aspect of the, like confidence building, for instance, is more of a nurturing, caring sort of sense of development, whereas the King, who just assumes the confidence is there, will use his own personal confidence to get the jobs done and get the goals achieved. So whereas the queen is about nurturing the confidence and and building that up, not just in herself, but in those around her. Okay, and to draw people into a sense of purpose, and also to be willing to defend herself in a sense of purpose. So, but I think today's message is, if you've lost a bit of your confidence, take the energy of the Queen of Wands and get that restored. Let her help you restore that inner confidence that you need to move forward. So let's see what oracle card we get very quickly. Here we go. And we have Owl. Wise seeing, wise action. So maybe she's got getting this inner guidance as well. This as I say, the inside nurturing to get that wisdom, to get hold of that wisdom, and that leads to wise action, because wise knowledge, getting that wise guidance, will inform you and enable you to act wisely. And I think what the Queen is like getting that wise seeing, and then leading to then almost then bringing the King in for the wise action. And I'm not saying that the Queen doesn't act, on the contrary, but I think in the balance, the emphasis is more on action than what's going on inside with the King, whereas the Queen is developing that confidence and seeing the way forward, and then that we're getting that wisdom and letting that lead to wise action. The King will be King energy will be brought in to help bring about. So that's just the way I'm looking at it at the moment. I do admit that sometimes it does get a bit blurry about with the court cards and everything on that, but that's the way I like to view it, at least at the moment, until my perception of that changes, and as I continue to learn on this journey with tarot. But I'm just giving you my honest sort of viewpoint there. So let's take ourselves in hand, build our confidence, let's get that wisdom we seek, and that wisdom that we can then use to act wisely in the situation and move forward. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 16. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.